Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry guys, we are a little bit late today. It's my last night here in Vancouver. Spent some time with all the creators and the staff involved with this event that we are very lucky to be a part of. But I'm talking about leaks today, which is kind of ironic because I probably could have asked the person who's creating this content and found out for myself at EA today. But I didn't, because I probably wouldn't get the answer anyways. But we had the leaks in for Futties team number 3, but we're still missing one player who we guess would be a part of this team 3 just because of one player that was included in team number 2. We're going to take a look at that and probably look forward to more leaks today on Wednesday. But also, I want to discuss the FC26 news that was dropped yesterday. We're going to do a little bit of discussion on that. We're going to have a whole separate YouTube video uploaded on the second channel here very soon. And that's going to go over the stream that we did yesterday with Jamie TheFutAccountant. And then we're going to have more videos in the future on this channel about the gameplay deep dive and some of my experiences playing FC26 here in Vancouver. So we're going to discuss a little bit of that, but also look into today's content on Wednesday in FC25. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let's look over yesterday's Tuesday content really quickly. Wasn't that crazy of a day. If you guys were watching the live stream, we were actually able to check content today with TheFutAccountant, which was pretty cool. We didn't look over everything super in depth as it was all about the FC26 conversation and some of the hard pointy questions that we wanted to ask him. But first of all, we do have a rush point refresh in here for, again, some okay packs. If you're going to play some rush with the lads, you know, now's the time to do it with 2 of those rush objectives out at the same time. Now, going to SBCs, as we looked over today, it was a pretty cheap player SBC today, not the most insane card, but a usable one nonetheless. I remember using gold Iago Aspas at the very beginning of this year, and I remember saying he is very good. I imagine this card is very good. To me, this is one of those like sleeper cards. Quick step, tiki taka, finesse, and low driven with 97 dribble and 97 shooting. Striker and center attacking mid. He only has one other passing playstyle. He does not have rapid, but he does have Trivella, trickster, press proven, technical, and he's got power shot, chip shot, and dead ball. I just kind of think this might be a fun card that with one squad, 89 rated, 88 rated squad of fodder, you just get a fun card to use for a few games, and he's probably going to feel pretty good in game. He's only 36,000 coins according to Futbin for the price on the card. I know he's downvoted, but you might as well complete it for an 88 rated squad, right? That's at least how I feel about it. Now, the other SBC we had yesterday is definitely the one of note. It was the brand new 95 plus Shapeshifters Road to the Final winners, or Futties Team 1 or Team 2 included in this player pick. I'm actually going to open it right now on the video with you guys. This SBC is coming in at 121,000 coins. It is an 89 squad, or not an 89 squad, you need 9 89 players, and then an 88 rated squad or 86 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season. Easy to complete. Now, the only problem is we can only do this SBC one time every 3 days. It's going to refresh again for us to do. This is our kind of like upper tier player pick, though, that gives us the best chance at the road to the final players, to the shapeshifters, the big ones, and the Futties cards. But of course, it's not unlimited repeatable like the 93 plus is. Again, that SBC is still so much more annoying to complete at the moment. But this one is at least fun to do for a one time, and hopefully soon we'll maybe just get like a 94 plus that's unlimited repeatable. But nonetheless, here we go. Let's see if we get anything good from this. I still have not got a Futties 99. We're going to quick open. Gavi's interesting. Ooh, okay. I think I'm actually going to take... I never packed Bentancur. He's not a dupe. I think I might be crazy with this, but I'm going to take the Bentancur card just because I'm trying to add it to the collection of all the Spurs cards from the Europa League win, and I'm still trying to chase some of those items there. So that was the SBC content yesterday. Now, we did have an evolution, and you know what? I haven't heard too much about this evolution. We looked at it on stream, and it looks like there are some pretty good combinations with this. It's just like the Choose Your Own Adventure Evos from last week on Monday, except this time there's only 2 of them. It's the Crossroads 1 and the Crossroads 2. One is 50,000 coins and requires 2 different matches. The other is a free evolution that requires 15 separate matches, 10 of them in Rivals or Champs. So you got to go into those specific game modes to get this evolution done. Now, this is the center attack in mid Evo that was leaked just a day ago. It only gives 2 playstyle pluses, technical and finesse plus. It gives quick step base and tiki taka base, but it gives some decent stat boosts. But even at this stage of the year, late July, 94 pace, 93 shooting, maybe a little bit low. The passing does go up to 97 though, and some other stats like stamina going up to 95. I don't know. I don't think this is as crazy as the choose your own adventure evolution for midfielders, but you do have some cards, since like this Voltamata has center attacking mid on his card, then he does, of course, look pretty good with that. He doesn't gain any playstyle pluses, of course, but low driven, rapid, finesse, and the press or the pinged, he gets a bit of a passing boost there, and maybe a little bit of a pace boost as well. Looks like. No, the pace doesn't actually move at all, but you get the passing boost, so maybe that's a bit more useful for him. I don't know. Looking through my club just really quickly, I saw the Ericsson that fit this that looked pretty interesting. I've got an Evo version of Messi that would get a very nice passing boost here. I mean, I know he would only be on 3 playstyle pluses, so maybe I could put a 4th on him before this, because the restrictions for this Evo are pretty wide open. Again, you have to be the specific center attack in mid, but you can have max 98 positioning, which is a really weird one, and max 96 pace. So it's not that crazy of an Evo, but it's also not terrible. It looks like Ronaldinho actually fits into this one. This would be the Ronaldinho foot birthday that is in packs at the moment. That's the Ronaldinho that I actually moved to striker. But wait, why does my Ronaldinho... Wow, actually, hold on a second. This just clocked. I put Ronaldinho into the 99 shooting evolution, so he got boosted all the way up to 99 attack positioning, so he doesn't fit this. No way, man. Dog, this card would fit that Evo, and he would get... Well, he already has all the playstyles that this gives anyway. Dang, that kind of sucks. Actually, he'd get quick step base, right? That kind of sucks, because if I didn't put 99 shooting on this Evo, he would have 98 attack positioning. It literally feels like that Evo... Dang, that feels like that requirement was directed at me. So that kind of sucks, but looks like Neymar does fit it for some of those versions of Neymar. The one that's in packs right now, the Crossroads 1 and the Crossroads 2, it fits. There's Neymar again. So it looks like there's a decent number of cards that fit this, the center attack in mids. And that's good, but I don't know, not super crazy. Maybe I'm missing the part of that Evo. I think for me, I'm more bummed now about Ronaldinho not fitting than anything else. So let me know in the comments if there's any good Evos that you guys are putting through that. Now, what I want to discuss next is live cards, because England had a little come from behind victory yesterday that got them into the final of the Women's Euros. And that, of course, has us here looking at a Stanway card that is absolutely exploded in price. 775,000 coins for this live version of Georgia Stanway, who is now due a +1 overall. So all of the English live cards are going to get, there's 4 of them, Williamson, Hemp, Stanway, and Charles. That Charles SBC is looking very good right now if you completed that card. These are due a +1 overall, because that is the upgrade you get for qualifying for the final. Now, if they end up winning the final, they're going to go to 99 overall and have icon chemistry. So for some of the cards, it'll be a +1. Looks like for all of them, it will be actually. No, for Charles, it'll be a +2, because she's going to a 97, and then if they do win, she'll go to a 99. So that's looking very good for the England upgrades there. Of course, those cards are up big time in value on the market, but that makes me think about today, where we have the Spanish women playing against the German women, which is why I need to sell off some of the cards that I have to sell into the hype, and maybe you should be doing that as well. No way, Salma P is 3 million coins. That is crazy. I still have some of my Gwyn's. Again, I've not been trading super serious as we've been very busy, and I've been doing a lot of other stuff recently in the last couple of days, so I need to make sure that my Gwyn is not down too much. I think I listed one up yesterday and it did not sell. Flippin's being my computer is being slow is what it is at the moment, not just Futbin. But Gwyn, I think right now is like 400,000 coins. So just sell on the hype if you have any of these, and watch out for the upgrades. That's really the biggest conversation that there is to have with these. Yeah, 410,000 coins, 405 for her. That's kind of the news right now with what is happening on FC25. I want to dive into a little bit of FC26, guys, because yesterday, of course, an hour before the content drop, the gameplay deep dive pitch notes were released. Now, there's a lot of really good things that EA have mentioned in this. A lot of the community is getting hyped, cautiously optimistic, I should say, because of course we don't have the game in our hands yet. Being able to play it, test it out, run it through the motions, and all of that, that's still to come. But a lot of the changes that have been made in here, quality of life changes, actual like fundamental changes to the gameplay, of course, the changes that they've also mentioned relating to the input delay and responsiveness of the game, it all sounds very, very good. Even the small things, right, like removing shadows. I'm going to do a very big deep dive, especially with my very interesting angle on this as somebody who's played this game now. I've played FC26, 2 different builds of it. I've played it now for over a couple of hours of in-game playtime. I played Zwayback in 3 games, won 2, lost 1. But I'm going to do a specific deep dive video on what I've played and felt and what I've learned. And I've learned so much about gameplay in the last couple of days that I never even knew existed. I'm excited to talk about FC26 with you guys from that very interesting angle. So I don't want to like go through all of this stuff today, but I just want to kind of highlight some of the key points. Time finishing has been removed. Like, this is a big one because it completely changes how you finish when you're shooting this game. Because starting to play FC26, I sat down trying to tap the circle twice because I was thinking I was going to green time this shot that was going in the bottom left. Nope, it becomes a low driven. So you double tap for the low driven. It's just like in the older FIFAs, like, what was that, FIFA 18? So for a couple of years there, the low driven was a double tap. It's that exact same mechanic. It takes a bit of getting used to if you're used to timing your shots. That's a big one. But it's the dribbling and the passing that you feel the most consistent. This is just a tweet from Donk. This is a tweet. They're a part of the images and a part of the graphics that EA put out today for the gameplay deep dive. But you can tell between FC25 and 26 the dribbling and the differences in how the players move. And same thing with the passing, as I mentioned in a tweet earlier today as well. It is very easy to see. And it's a big improvement. Again, we take it with a pinch of salt because this is not in our hands final finished product playing online. But it is a lot of good news and a lot of good things that we are hearing. Now, the other part that I wanted to mention from yesterday is what I talked about with FutEconomist on our live stream. That was a very unique opportunity. I just want to make sure that that is known once again. The fact that we were able to have the opportunity yesterday to have him on the stream and basically his return to Twitch, to be completely honest. He had not streamed, I don't think, since he took the job at EA a number of years ago. That was an incredible opportunity, especially that he was open. And so far, from all that I felt here from EA, is they are very open to all the feedback, not just necessarily all the bad things. They want to hear the good things too, but when they hear the bad things, they want to hear what our motivation is behind it, which is why I got to ask him some really, really great questions today. Some of the hard-hitting questions, like asking him about Pale Tools, asking him about SBC bans, asking him about the power curve in FC25. And I think there were a few things. I feel a little bit bad because I wasn't trying to get him in trouble. I think he shared some things, guys, that necessarily weren't supposed to be public knowledge. Some of the things he mentioned, I really didn't even know. And he shared some of those things on the live stream today, maybe a little bit early. And that, of course, got a lot of us talking, and a lot of kind of breaking news came out from that interview. So I feel a little bit bad for putting him in that situation. Hopefully he doesn't feel bad for me, and hopefully we still get to interview him in the future. But we did learn a lot yesterday, and a lot of people are talking about the power curve, especially after I asked him on stream, how do you feel about the power curve in FC26? He said that it is going to slow down a bit. And I think maybe what some people heard when they heard him say that was they're going to slow down the number of promos. There's going to be less promos. That may be true to like a tiny degree, but I still think we're going to expect the same daily content, the daily releases of EVOs, SBCs, content in the game. Of course, as he mentioned yesterday, we're going to have live events and tournaments and gauntlets. They're going to be a new part of content as we see it, more gameplay related, but still content. inside of the game to look for every single day as well. So I think this power curve situation is what I'm very curious about. I'm so interested to see how EA kind of progressed that through the year to try to keep the game interesting still and the content interesting, but also not allow us to play with insane cards halfway through the year and then not upgrade the power curve for a number of months, making the content and the game feel not that great. So that's one of the things we touched on yesterday there as well from that live stream. And yeah, it was an incredible opportunity to be able to do that. I'm so glad that we were able to. And like, once again, I will mention, it's rare. Like, you kind of feel that from all the FC26 stuff that has been coming out. EA really being like owning up to things, not being self-critical, but self-aware and addressing the things that we have been talking about head on, straight on. That's the biggest difference, and that's why a lot of people are very optimistic about FC26, gameplay-wise, content-wise, everything involved in that. So we're going to talk a lot about that more in the future, especially once I get home. I'm able to collect my thoughts, make a couple of videos, but I do plan to upload the full interview with Jamie, FutEconomist, on the second channel on YouTube. So if you want to watch that there, it's about 45 minutes long, I believe. Maybe a little bit longer than that. That'll be on the YouTube channel very soon if I can get that up as soon as possible. Now, let's get back to the here, to the now, to the Futties team number 3. Your boy is still over here trying to pack 99s from team 2. I witnessed Chuboy packing 99 Messi yesterday in the EA offices, wherever we were yesterday inside of EA. I'm still awaiting my first 99 rated card. I got a lot of packs to grind over the next couple of days to try and do that. However, we're getting some more 99s. Let's get into the leaks, guys. First one is Rafinha, 99 rated card. I do not believe these are official stats just yet. Do not believe so at all. But if he's 99 rated, he's going to have the 5 playstyle pluses. He's going to be one of the, if not the biggest player as a regular Futties card in this promo team. I mean, finesse, rapid, the low driven, and technical. I feel like this is a very good guess at what a Rafinha card would look like for him. Of course, on the short list, at least for Ballon d'Or winners, potentially. Maybe his name has fallen down a little bit from that list. Who knows? That whole conversation is a very tough argument at the moment. But Rafinha is getting a 99 rated card, we believe. I'm guessing that based off of ASY Foot Trader. If he's not a 98, then I think or a 99, then he probably would be a 98. But we do have a couple other cards here. Cruyff has been confirmed as a Futties icon as well. Surely he's going to be a 99. And this kind of throws everything out the window. Remember in yesterday's video, we looked at a prediction that included some cards that were in shapeshifters, and we were like, right, they could be in because they had shapeshifters, because those were different position cards, and some of those icons like the Cruyff, like the Maradona, you could just expect to get 99s at the end game period of the year every single year. Cruyff is doing that. So shapeshifter cards, throw it out the window. They could have had a card a couple weeks ago. They might be getting another one now inside of Futties. Cruyff is the perfect example of that, and I think that card looks sick. Again, I do not believe that is the official stats for him, but this one is official stats. It is an SBC, and it's Franck Ribéry, and I don't know about those official playstyle pluses. Now, the 99 pace, 95 shooting, 96 pass, and 98 dribble looks pristine. Dynamic image, probably better than what it's actually going to be in game. Quick step, finesse, Trivela, technical, and whipped pass. I don't know about that whipped pass, though. Trivela, I'd use Lamine Yamal. It's OP still in FC25. Maybe we should stop shooting Trivelas as we get into FC26, and they're not going to be good. But that's, I don't know, the Trivela and the whipped pass plus really throw me off a little bit for that card. I know that a lot of us just used the Ribéry from the season pass a couple of seasons ago, the very first one, and that's a card that sometimes I still come up against in squads. Ribéry is going to be good. It's Ribéry, right? He's always pretty good in game. It's going to depend on the price of this SBC where I'll have to decide, is it worth for those playstyle pluses that maybe aren't the best for me to go and complete that? If it is, we'll maybe still do it. Of course, you guys know the grind. Stuff is free out here. We're opening exchanges right, left, and center. You guys have been sending the 99 rated cards. That looks like Harry Maguire from that pack right there. You guys have been sending the packs all week for the 99 rated cards. That's what I was trying to say. And we're, Holland as well. Nice. We're still absolutely chasing after that. But yeah, the question is, wow, McCabe too. That was a good one. The question is, what is the price going to be for that Ribery card? Those are the leaks that we have right now. We do not have anything else other than that at the moment. I would imagine that that's going to change though. Like I should probably refresh my Twitter page and just double check that since we're recording this video late, we haven't gotten any new leaks, which right now we have not. So just watch out for that because that could change literally in the blink of an eye. But there was this tweet also yesterday from FIFA Trading Romania that asked about the SBC players that maybe we'd like to see in this third week of the Futties promo. And he isn't like leaking anything yet, but you know, if he's saying this, he kind of knows, I think. He says, Stam, Neto, and Davies being the headline SBCs of this week, what position do you want to see in Team 3? He posts a picture of Yap, Stam, and Van de Ven. I think a lot of us would say, well, we've had some good attackers. We've had some insane center backs. What about a midfielder? And I would be completely down for that as well. I think that might be the area of the pitch that we could be looking for some more leaks on regarding the Futties SBCs, at least today, for, of course, the content that will be coming out this weekend. All right, last pack. Ooh, we're going to watch this animation. Team of the Year. It is a striker. It is Victor. No, it's not. Who is that? It's 97 Kanu, man. I see the Nigerian flag and I automatically think of Oshman because I've packed his gold card so many times. But we are getting Wendy Renard and Kanu, and that's not even that wasn't even the Futties, was it? That was the Future Stars. RIP. So that wasn't that great of a pack. We move. Sorry, Kanu. Is there any other special card here at the back? There's not. All right, whatever. Let's go. More exchanges for me. Now, let's talk about Wednesday content today and kind of wrap this thing up. First of all, we're going to get a guaranteed Team 2 Futties pack today. And once again, just a reminder, that's an SBC. And that will give us a chance at packing icons as well. Because I do believe even last week, I think I packed an icon from that one. Am I packing back-to-back Kanus? Please be the Futties. Don't you dare. No, not 2 in a row of the Future Stars or whatever that was. Thank you. I don't want another Kanu, but I'm just getting one. Okay, whatever. We're going to get a Team 2 guaranteed Futties pack today. That pack was just added to the code. Actually, I didn't check the back of that pack. We could have had R9 or something in there. I'll just check my club later and find out. We should be getting that SBC today. Long way of describing how to get that SBC and when it should be coming out in this game. Should be pretty cheap. 1 squad, 2 squads to complete. Always do it. You never know. And then also, we still have on our leaked list of SBC players, we have got Roy Keane and we have got Dumornay. So 2 days left of this promo. One of those 2 today, one of those 2 tomorrow. The Roy Keane does look a little interesting to me. 96 defending and 97 physical, but 97 shooting. I know he doesn't have like power shot or anything, but hopefully power shot base. Like I'd be interested in trying that card out if it's cheap. Same thing with Dumornay. I think those stats look good. I've been talking about her SBC for the last 2 days. So one of those 2 SBCs would be today in my opinion. And then lastly, I think today is going to be the day where the Team of the Week tradable pack refreshes. So it would be a good day to buy Team of the Weeks once again later in the nighttime. That is again the key. After they should drop off with tradable supply from a refresh of that pack, and then they could be a good investment. Literally the exact same scenario that we had last week when I bought a bunch of Team of the Weeks for 12,000 coins, and I did not sell them at the optimal price. I should have sold them Monday and Tuesday early for about 19,000 coins a card. I'm starting to sell a lot of them now for a little bit less than that, like 18,750. I did sell some for 19. Couple now in the 17,000 coin range as well, but I'm just trying to get out of these honestly now at this point because I made this investment to make coins. I didn't make this investment to just put Team of the Weeks in my club and use them in the SBCs because you can easily do the 84 plus Team of the Week upgrade without even thinking about it. So I'm just trying to take the cash here. I'm still making on most of these around 5,000 coins per card after tax because the tax is so small. And I mean, I think I bought like 500k worth of Inform. So I don't know what the math is here, but we're going to at least make 100,000 coins ish on this investment. And the Gwins are already netting us some big profits too. So I got to sell some more of these out of the club just before content drop today. If you have any of those, great time to do that too. Team of the Season cards would probably be a good list, except they probably won't drop until tomorrow when that pack refreshes. So again, not expecting anything crazy today. We'll see if we get surprised by anything in terms of content from EA Sports. It's in the game. I'm not expecting to be surprised though. Probably just the Team 2 pack. one of the player SBCs, the refresh of the team of the week, and definitely some leaks. Of course, today is going to be the day to play some rivals and get those games in. Now hearing about all this stuff for 26, man, like, it makes it a little bit more difficult to play 25. I can't lie. Just because you know the anticipation of what is coming, you know that some of this stuff is going to get easier. There's going to be a little bit less games. The rewards are going to get tuned down a bit. That was a part of the conversation that he mentioned. Jamie, TheFutAccountant, mentioned yesterday as well. But it just kind of all builds into an FC26 that is competitive because there's tournaments and stuff. But I think it sounds like a much nicer mix-up of gameplay motivations, not with champs and rivals being the main like hardest things you have to focus on each and every week. Also having kind of a fun outlet more consistently with the tournaments and the gauntlets and live events. That's got me more interested in decent gameplay, better gameplay, plus more fun gameplay content. That could be a nice combination. So anyways, that's the video for me today. Once again, if you want to hear more about my conversation with Jamie TheFutAccountant, former streamer, now employee at EA, that'll be on the second channel on the YouTube there. So make sure you check that one out. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and of course, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow back in the OG setup in the cornfields of Indiana. It's been TheFutAccountant. I'll see you guys later. Peace.